Recently, the topic of artificial intelligence has been extremely popular, especially OpenAI's GPT-4, which is nothing short of mind-blowing. However, Baidu isn't one to be left behind, and they decided to join the game with their own AI creation, ERNIE Bot, a rather amusing version of AI. Well, Baidu's CEO Robin Li just demonstrated this AI, and as soon as netizens started using it, they were astonished. People asked to see a spaceship blazing through the cosmos with fierce flames, but instead, Baidu AI came up with a bear-shaped spaceship. What's even more amusing is the quality of ERNIE Bot's answers to questions, and it's really hitting rock bottom. For example, when a netizen asked, "Can a father and mother get married?" the AI responded with, "No, because marriages between relatives are forbidden." When another netizen asked, "Can a father and mother have children?" the AI shockingly said it's not possible because it's incest, which is not only legally forbidden, but also morally and ethically unacceptable. Seriously, is this thing just messing with us? And when asked about the appropriate age for a girl to get married, Baidu AI bluntly stated that the sooner the better, because the human body deteriorates over time. These ridiculous answers not only sparked ridicule among netizens, but also led to doubts about whether Baidu AI has any real intelligence at all. In contrast, the American OpenAI's ChatGPT provides insightful answers, considering various cultural and personal factors, demonstrating a higher level of intelligence. Indeed, compared to ChatGPT, ERNIE Bot has quite a gap in performance, but one must admit it definitely succeeds in making people laugh out loud. However, we can't really help but wonder if this ERNIE Bot is here to make people laugh or to seriously work. Of course, the hottest topic now isn't about having AI answer questions, but having them create artwork. In particular, the level of AI-generated art in the West is so high that some people are starting to worry that painters and illustrators might become unemployed. But those who say that clearly haven't seen Baidu AI's masterpieces. When asked to draw a bustling street, ERNIE Bot literally drew a dinosaur on a street filled with water. In reality, the prompt was an idiom consisting of the 4 characters 车, 水, 马, 龙. When read separately, it means car, water, horse, dragon. But together, they indicate a very busy street or a bustling city. When asked to draw a picture inspired by the famous Chinese story 唐伯虎点秋香, which revolves around the romance between the scholar Tang Bohu and a beautiful woman named Qiu Xiang, Baidu AI's ERNIE Bot produced a surprising result. Instead of capturing the essence of the story, the AI depicted a tiger lighting incense. This may be due to Baidu AI misinterpreting the names Tang Bohu and Qiu Xiang literally as a tiger and incense, rather than recognizing them as the names of the main characters in the story. When asked to draw 驴肉火烧, Baidu AI's ERNIE Bot ended up illustrating a donkey in a fire pit. This might be due to a misunderstanding of the Chinese term 火烧, which, when taken literally, means fire and burn. However, in reality, 火烧 is a type of Chinese snack, and the AI failed to recognize this context. When asked to draw 鸳鸯火锅, or 鸳鸯hot pot, Baidu AI's ERNIE Bot surprisingly illustrated a mandarin duck sitting in a hot pot. The name 鸳鸯refers to mandarin ducks, which are known to form close-knit pairs and symbolizes love and harmony in Chinese culture. In the context of hot pot, 鸳鸯represents the harmonious combination of 2 contrasting soup bases, showcasing the balance of flavors. When asked to draw 松鼠桂鱼, literally meaning squirrel mandarin fish, ERNIE Bot amusingly depicted a squirrel sitting on top of a mandarin fish. In reality, 松鼠桂鱼 is a dish where the fish is carefully sliced before frying, causing the skin and meat to curl and resemble the shape of a squirrel's tail. This is where the dish gets its name. These images all seem a bit disturbing, don't they? Some people say Baidu's AI is similar to a confused foreigner when it comes to Chinese. Check out these tests. When asked to draw a computer bus and a computer mouse, it drew a public transportation bus and an animal mouse. When it was told to draw a crane used in construction, it went ahead and drew the bird. So here's the deal. This AI first translates Chinese into English, then digs for info in English to create the images, and ends up getting all mixed up with those English homonyms. But if you're looking for some laughs with Baidu's AI, just throw some obscure words at it and see what kind of wacky pics it comes up with. Seeing these drawings, you might think, wow, Baidu's AI is really something else, huh? But actually, even AI needs to have different roles, just like humans in society. Some are scientists, and others are comedians, and Baidu's AI seems to be all about the laughs. This amazing AI has shown us the true meaning of artistic talent pushed to the extreme, creative misunderstandings, and laughing until you cry. It's safe to say that ERNIE Bot is incredibly entertaining, giving us a fresh perspective on art and a whole new understanding of the Chinese language. Perhaps this is one direction for the future of artificial intelligence, not only helping us solve problems in our daily lives, but also providing us with endless laughter. These artworks demonstrate the characteristics of Baidu AI. Due to the limitations of algorithms and training data, when faced with semantically complex and difficult to understand tasks, ERNIE Bot's performance may not be as good as human judgment. GPT-4 believes that Baidu AI's approach is more based on rule and pattern matching, rather than true understanding and reasoning. Therefore, when handling tasks related to artistic, linguistic humor and other aspects, some amusing results may occur, exposing the inadequacies of Baidu AI in semantic understanding and judgment. Even though Baidu AI has garnered much attention, it is ChatYuan, developed by the startup Yuan Language Intelligence, that holds the title of China's first ChatGPT. Similar to ChatGPT, ChatYuan is a conversational AI capable of answering questions, creating content, and providing contextual understanding. Unfortunately, ChatYuan's services were suspended due to alleged violations of relevant laws and regulations. In one response, ChatYuan stated that the Chinese economy has entered a new norm. Although this new norm has a positive impact on the Chinese economy, there are still some deep-seated structural issues, such as an unreasonable economic structure, sluggish economic growth, insufficient investment, weak export growth, severe real estate bubbles, serious environmental pollution, excessive energy consumption, increased employment pressure, and declining corporate profitability. ChatYuan's analysis suggests that the outlook for China's macroeconomy is not optimistic. However, for speaking factual observations, ChatYuan faced suspension. ChatYuan showcased its unique question-answering capabilities when it addressed the Russian-Ukrainian war as a war of aggression, citing the disparity between the military and political powers of both sides. Some people have been concerned about whether ERNIE Bot and other Chinese chatbots might perform poorly when dealing with sensitive topics, considering the Chinese government's strict censorship of the internet. Rest assured, Baidu's ERNIE Bot is generally fluent in conversation. However, when encountering questions specifically related to the Chinese president, it seems to be choked up, unable to utter a single word. In a Reuters report, ERNIE Bot was asked about whether Chinese President Xi Jinping is a good leader, his contributions to China, and requests for his poetry and portrait. The chatbot addressed Xi Jinping's education and role, but declined to answer most of the questions. When it comes to political topics like the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests or the issues of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, ERNIE Bot responds cautiously and sometimes even suggests users change the subject. It is evident that the chatbot is sensitive to political discussions and adheres to the government's requirements for censoring sensitive topic search results. Despite its cautious approach, ERNIE Bot can still provide detailed answers to certain international relations questions, such as why US-China relations have deteriorated. Yet, when faced with more controversial issues, like whether China should use military force to reunify Taiwan, it immediately changes the subject.